Frank Show, what? The Frank Show, come on, the Frank Show, what? The Frank Show, come on, the Frank Show, what? The Frank Show, come on, Frank Show. It's time for the show. Aloha headsets, Frank here, and it is time for your PSVR2 weekly update, the show where we go over everything we can find last week in PSVR2 news. But first up, we have gameplay for the upcoming PSVR2 horror game Madison VR from Bloodiest Games. Madison is an immersive and terrifying first-person psychological horror game featuring disturbing gameplay and an unsettling and compelling narrative. The help of a possessed instant camera connect the human world beyond, solve puzzles, explore your surroundings, and most importantly, survive. Next up, Strange Games has finally announced the release date of DDay Enhanced, be arriving on January 23rd and features up to 64-player Battlefield-style gameplay with multiple maps, modes, vehicles, and a deep progression system and battle pass. You can grab the base edition or show a little more support for your loving indie dev and grab the special or gold editions, which give you access to more weapons and character skins. Standard edition is 15, special edition is 20, and the gold edition is 25. Next up, Five Nights at Freddys 2 is the most downloaded PSVR2 game for the month of December. This comes as no surprise given the release of the film, the overwhelming support for the first game, and the fact that it's a fun, scary, and hilarious time in VR. If you haven't given it a shot already, or you never played any of the old games, you should definitely give it a look. Also, congrats to the folks at Steelwool Studios on a successful launch. Next, Akka Arrah is coming to PSVR2 on March 5th. Enjoy Jeff Minter's trippy and unique brand of retro-inspired bliss the way the gaming gods intended in virtual reality. Become fully engulfed in frenzied kaleidoscopic adventure and pure arcade bliss. Players control a command center poised to destroy oncoming enemies. You start with bombs that trigger a chain of reactions on screen. When enemies are defeated, you accumulate bullets that are used to keep the multiplier up. Ultimately, Akka Arrah is a unique shooter that challenges you to plan each carefully timed shot to maximize your high score. Next up, we got a new trailer for HappyFunland VR. In this darkly comedic VR horror experience from Spectral Illusions, explore the abandoned remains and uncover the dark secrets of Morty's grisly HappyFunland theme park, home of Randy Rodin. Ride rides such as the piratey boat ride Marauders of the Tropic Isles, get spooked by grizzly ghouls in the Grizzly Manor Spookhouse attraction, get nuttier than a squirrel dropping on Feral Squirrel's Nutty Excursion Dark Ride, experience happiness overboard on It's a Happy Little Grizzly World. Those and many more unique and exciting attractions await you at HappyFunland, South Florida's happiest and funnest theme park. Next up, we get a little update on lo-fi. To those unaware, in this completely non-linear cyberpunk world, you can control the skies, handing out tickets, hang out in the arcade and play games, or try your luck at the casino. How you earn and spend your credits is entirely up to you. Well, developer Blair Renault took to Twitter to share his feelings on the current VR space, a look at a flat-screen version of lo-fi running on Steam Deck, and most importantly, an update on the PSVR2 version saying that the game is still in the works, but there is also still no hard release date. Finally, not so much PSVR news, but still Sony and XR related. This past week at CES, Sony announced a new spatial computing headset that looks to be aimed at artists and more enterprise use cases. I'm not sure if we'll see it strongly marketed towards consumers, but the controller input looks interesting, and I'm interested to see how the story evolves. Now for some games that are coming out this week. The highly anticipated Vertigo 2 finally hits PSVR2 on January 15th. DLC for VR Skater also lands next week on the 15th. Toy Trains comes into the PSVR2 station on January 16th, and Walkabout Mini Golf swings into action with a new mini golf course on the 18th. Alright, so that's it for this week. Anything pique your interest, grabbing anything next week? Looking forward to DDay Enhanced? Please let us know in the comments below. Also, if you're a developer with news to share, please reach out to me on Twitter at PSVRFrank, and I'll make sure to include it in the weekly video. Now, thanks for watching. See you again next week, and friggin' subscribe. I mean, come on, nah.